I wish I did this earlier. Like, I really do. But just, like, create content, bro. Like, it doesn't have to be anything special. Because reading the Bible is hard, man. Like, to this day, like, I still read it. I'm like, I don't understand this. So, Devin Carney, 22 years old, played basketball at the University of Denver. Planning to graduate this year. I'm going to have one more year of eligibility. So, use that year to, do my master's or play basketball beyond that.
Devin, what's going on, dog?
What's up, bro?
We've obviously spent all day together. It's been cool to see your life from like 6 a.m. all the way till now.
Getting up around, probably got up around 5, headed to the gym, did some mobility work, got my mind ready for the workout. It started around probably 6:45. Good workout with a great trainer. Put in some good hours, good quality work. Like, I never really want to go over an hour working out. I feel like is not detrimental, but you could be doing a lot better things in a shorter amount of time and getting quality work rather than just spending hours in a gym. So got some good work in, made a ton of shots, went for makes, did some ball handling, a lot of skill work. Trying to improve on my passing, so worked on some passing, ball handling, shooting, finishing, which I'm trying to improve on each category for this year. So after the basketball workout, we went to the locker room, decompressed, changed a little bit, had to refuel, got some protein shake, and then I was right into my next lift. So had the kind of like a hit style workout, but it was more like athletic. So I'm working on plyometrics jumping. I'm working on quick twitch movements, getting a little upper body movements in there too. I think like an overall like lift for an athlete should be like focused on lower body and upper body. Like, you shouldn't just go in there and you're just bench pressing, like seeing like if you can max out. Like, that's just not anything like a basketball or whoever, like a person specific in sports should be doing. Like, they should be working their whole body, doing functional movements, which I think is really important. So we hit that, got a good lift. After that, I did my little run, which wasn't anything too crazy. Went for 5 miles, easy pace. It was cool. I think I did like 7:30 something pace. So after that, had to grub, hit up Kava, great eats. Pretty healthy, but at the same time, like, it's like, as an athlete, I don't think we need to eat healthy like all the time. So going out, having In-N-Out or a cheeseburger or something like that is fine, because we need like fuel. Like, food is fuel, so you're gonna need that for energy, whether that's kava, whatever, like Chick-fil-A. But most of the time, trying to eat pretty healthy, cooking most of my meals at home. But today, if you're in a rush or you're going somewhere, kava, Chipotle, two good spots, Qdoba. So yeah, after that, kind of decompressed, came back, showered, read my Bible, did some deep work on my computer, trying to prepare for classes coming up. So yeah, man, overall, like, good day. And like, the good thing about waking up like early, so like waking up around 5:30. I'm not saying everybody got to wake up at 5:30, but you just have more time throughout your day, and you'll see like, oh my gosh, like, it's 2 or 3 o'clock. I just got all this done. Like, now I have time to work on whatever. If I'm trying to grow a business, if I'm trying to do something with friends, family, like, I have that extra time now. I got my lift in, I got whatever physical activity, I did. So that's just the benefit of waking up, getting stuff done, just like I did today and pretty much every day.
In your career, it sounds like you've probably had a lot of imbalance. You've
Hmm.
gone from,
Yeah,
different one school to here.
no, definitely, yeah.
Redshirted.
Mm,
So you've probably gone through a bunch of, and just as a student athlete in general, like a lot of
yeah.
hardships.
Mm,
Um, what are some of the things that like help you cope with
yeah.
the balance of, balancing your career
Mm,
for as an athlete, focusing on school, and
yeah.
also focusing on as a child of God?
Yeah. I think first and foremost is every student, every just human being should have a personal relationship with God. And for me, like, that always hasn't been the case. Like, grew up, going to church and stuff, which is great. but truly like having a personal connection with him and diving into your Bible, doing Bible study, trying to learn the Word of God is way better than just almost like checking a box saying, "Oh, I went to church on Sunday once a week, spending time, with the Lord." I don't think it's like that's great. That's a great first step, but taking initiative on your own and trying to figure out things because reading the Bible is hard, man. Like sometimes, like to this day, like I still read it. I'm like, I don't understand this. Like, so I'll go. I have the new edition, which like will break down some passages and stuff like that, which is great. Um, but yeah, just taking some time out of your own to pray, worship, like anytime before I eat, obviously, like it might seem minute, but I'm gonna thank the Lord Jesus for my food and like just being grateful. So I feel like that's really important. Having faith and any problems you're going through, like transferring, whatever, like doing bad in business, doing bad in school, or you're going through challenges in life. It, it might sound crazy, but like you could give your problems to God, and like He will truly take care of them. Like it might seem like lazy, like, oh, I'm just giving my problems to him, but it's not, because you're having faith and like having trust in doing that is really hard. And that's what God wants. He doesn't want you to be stressed, you know, anxious about, what's coming up next or what I need to be doing. Like just like give your problems to him, still work hard and, try. But, worrying about stuff like that is just, I don't think it's gonna make anything necessarily better. But yeah, just to go back to your question, like I think faith is huge for me, for anybody out there that's going through anything or just wants to find like meaning and purpose. Like just start with having a relationship with the Lord. Like that's big time for sure.
Have you seen correlation between like your relationship with the Lord and like your religion, and also your relationship with your body and your
Hmm.
health and your wellness? Like how
Yeah,
did those
there's
connect in any
definitely
way?
there's definitely a connection. I feel like, and it's just I would say that having a relationship with the Lord and eating healthy is like God wants you to take care of your body, and like they say your body is a temple. Like so, I'm gonna fuel my body with proper fuel, and proper food. So, whether that's whole foods, just clean food. Like I'm not gonna be necessarily eating Chick-fil-A every day. I'm gonna have it, once, twice a week, but majority of the time I'm trying to take care of my body so I can perform good, so I can have, mental clarity. I'm thinking clear. I can make good decisions. If I'm eating Skittles, candy, all that stuff, like that's
Hmm.
gonna wreck my hormones. It's not gonna be good for me. So I want to be in a clear state of mind all the time. So eating whole foods, eating clean, pretty much I would say 60 to 70% of the time. Other whatever percentages you can, feel free, enjoy time with friends, eat whatever you want. But
When
I
did
think
oh,
go
go ahead. I
ahead.
was gonna say, when did like you really kind of start to get serious
Yeah.
about all
I
that?
don't I would say after my freshman year of college, like freshman year of college for everyone it's an adjustment. So, I was going out, partying a little bit, a little too much probably. Eating whatever I want, thinking I was, on top of the world. Like first year of college, I'm away from home. I can like this is great, man. I'm doing
Hmm.
whatever. And it took a toll on my body, like staying up late, thinking I could show up to practice, with eating like sometimes nothing before practice or just eating like candy or whatever. Like I was setting myself up for failure, and learning like going through that year and being injured, and then kind of just like having a mental switch, like what am I doing? Like I need to change something. So like what is that? And I'm thinking like it has to be like nutrition, the way I'm fueling my body and what I'm putting in there. So started drinking tons of water, electrolytes first, and then just kind of slowly transitioning to just eating cleaner. So starting by just making food at home, and like making food at home that kind of starts like your way into eating healthy, because you're not going to be tempted to buy some at the store, go to some fast food restaurant. If you have food at home, like just normal, I'm not saying you got to get organic food, but just
Hmm.
clean regular food like eggs, for the protein, like just meat, ground beef, avocados, fruits, veggies. Like people overcomplicate health so much. Like you don't need to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on like Whole Foods and all that stuff. Like that's great if you can afford that, but just do what gets the job done. So when I was starting that nutrition habits, fueling my body properly, like right off the rip, I'm noticing I fall asleep faster. I'm recovering better. I'm not waking up like, oh my gosh, I'm hurting. Like I'm tired. No, none of that has happened since I've been eating healthier. Um, and that like once I've noticed that, I'm like, there's no way I'm going back to that life of just getting fast food or just staying up late, getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, thinking I can just come to a workout or pull up and just, give it my all. Like there's no way that's possible by living the life I was previously living where I wasn't really valuing health. I just thought, hey, if I just show up, that's enough. That's going to get the job done.
Yeah.
So
You
those are
kind
the benefits I've really seen from eating healthier. Like I said, the mental clarity, recovering, and just being a better person too. Like that goes back to connecting like relationship with God and eating healthy. Like those are two habits that like it'll show like if you're doing that. Like you're gonna
Mhm.
be more generous to people. You're gonna have more energy to give and provide to other people. Like I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. And I think athletes, whoever, regular person, like take health serious. Not too crazy, but just living a healthy life is pretty easy. Like you get daily movement in, you're walking, running, doing some type of physical activity, and then you're prioritizing sleep, and then obviously just eating somewhat clean for the
Mhm.
most part. Not saying you got to eat clean 7 days out of the week, but just for the most part, try to make food at home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and once you start that, like, you definitely notice when you do have one of those cheat days, it's like,
yeah, yeah, no, definitely. I wouldn't even call it a cheat day, but like, cause I still have my ice cream, my pizza, whatever.
damn.
But yeah, if I so say like I'm having that like excessively like multiple days in a row, like I'm on vacation or whatever, then I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah,
It's
I,
like, whoa.
I feel this for sure. So,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like you got to enjoy yourself too. So you
Yeah.
might have to feel like that for 2 3 days, and then you're back on track. Like my healthy people know like whenever you like if you're eating healthy for so long, those setbacks of you eat bad for 3 4 days. Once you go back like that next day of eating healthy, like you're back on track. It's nothing to really worry about too much.
Yeah.
So
Well, speaking of like, healthy lifestyle, and you're obviously very conscious of everything that you put in your body, and
mhm.
that's a big part of your life now. Um, how has that been tying into some of the brands that you're partnering with
Yeah,
through
definitely.
NIL? Like, tell me about some of those that you're very excited
Yeah.
about, some of the stuff that you've loved.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I think just whether I'm posting my food or what I eat in a day, full day eating videos and things like that, getting content out there, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, whatever platform I'm using. I think some brands will see that and reach out, which is great and awesome. I'm always open to collab and work with them. And at the same time, though, I'm super proactive in reaching out, like cold reaching out. If I have no connection to your like whatever
Mhm.
brand or anything like that, like I am reaching out because I'm passionate about what, like specifically what they're doing in the health and wellness field. If they're providing a supplement that I know is going to help me or give me that extra edge, that 1%, like yes, I want to work with them. I want to help promote what I truly believe like will help me and help them. So I think it's important to reach out if you do want an NIL deal and you do want to have partnerships with people. Like you can't just do it for like if you don't even like the brand or you don't like how the food tastes, why are you promoting that? Like that just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like if I'm going to promote food, drink, whatever it is, product, like I think that product is great, amazing. I will use it from in my day-to-day life, so I'm going to help them and grow their business.
Yeah.
But I would say as far as just being, going into college looking for NIL deals, partnerships, like a lot of big time schools have collectives where they're pretty much just getting you NIL deals, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at a lower D1 or like a step below, like just I would say, yeah, like lower D1 schools or whatever, those not Power Fives, like you got to be proactive. You got to be like going to local restaurants, local shops, whatever around your campus and just knocking on the door, introducing yourself and kind of just saying, hey, like, I'm looking to partner with you guys. I love your food. I eat it all the time. I'm close to campus. I'm on the basketball team, blah, blah, blah. Like, I would love to just promote you guys. Like, and that's just how you get your foot in the door. You're going to get rejected. Like, I've done this for a while. I've started doing it about 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
just going to local places, local restaurants. And, I'll see like, they're like, hey, we don't have the budget right now, or come back at another time. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I know I tried. I went out there and put myself out there. Was I uncomfortable? Yeah. Like, I probably stuttered. I was probably like, hey, I'm just looking for a deal. Like, but it's better than just sitting back and like, well, I hope I make money through NIL. Like, I hope I can get this. Like, nah, if you're not actually emailing, going in person, trying to sell yourself, then you're not gonna get. Don't expect to get anything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I would say that, yeah, just be proactive, especially if you're not a Power Five school that already has people almost doing it for you, bringing you money, bringing you deals, bringing you brands to your attention. Like, hey, I set you up with this brand. All you have to do is just email them back and send them your whatever your information. Like, so
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about earlier about you kind of starting to put out content on your social
yeah,
media, and that kind of helping. I'm sure that helps with when we
yeah,
come to a brand and you say,
yeah.
"Hey, I've got a following."
Especially lately, yeah. I feel like because before, like I would live this lifestyle, healthy, taking care of my body, training, doing all these things. And I'm like, I gotta kind of show the world or at least post about it. I was kind
Mm-hmm.
of insecure about it, like maybe my friends might think it's weird or, hometown people, whatever, whatever. But now it's just like, dude, if I'm passionate about this, like I want to show people, not even show people, like I'm passionate about it, so I'm gonna post it. Like I have no shame in like live in a certain way, and I think it's fun to post. But to go back to the kind of tying it into the NIL posting and content creation, like if you're not posting and it's like say you have no post, but you have like some story highlights or whatever, and you're like expecting to get all these deals, like bro, no one like they don't see your content, they don't see who you are outside of this kid, he's just a basketball player. Like why should we just work with him? If they see that you're posting that you're with your family, you're with friends, you're personable, you're funny, you're posting, vulnerable content where you're just literally picking up the phone and just recording yourself and just talking about like something funny that happened throughout the day or whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
brands or people in general just want to see like a version of you that's not just your sport, your basketball, like, oh, he's just straight basketball content or straight football content. Like, bro,
Right.
just be personable. So I think posting content for me has changed like the way that brands have reached out to me more because
Mm-hmm.
previously I would post on TikTok a lot, but that wouldn't really do much. But now that I'm posting like IG Reels, posting to my story a lot, just posting is great. And that has helped me, reach certain brands and like you're gonna get more views the more you post. So there's no shame in if this video gets 200 views, like, oh, I'm not gonna post anymore because it didn't get views. Like, bro, you're fine. Just post more, like post consistently, and people will reach out. People will see your content. They'll share it. That's like 90% of the time where I've like found I've had partnerships or at least people email me and say, hey, I've seen your video. I love the
Mm-hmm.
way you live or I love the food you're making. Like, would you want to support our brand or would you want, this free product in exchange for content? Then after that, we could pay you for promoting it consistently. Like, so all that ties in. And yeah, to answer your question, like content creation has helped me a ton for sure.
Yeah. So you've been in the college world for, is it 4 years now, or this is going on your
Yeah,
fifth?
bro. Yeah, this is the fourth year, man. So,
Okay. So obviously,
yeah.
like you've gone through, you've seen it all. You
hmm
understand it. You went through probably 3 4 years where like you weren't maybe not posting
Yeah,
content,
right.
or it wasn't really authentic. It was
Mhm.
kind of
Yep.
what would you say to that, upcoming college freshman, right? That was in
Mhm.
your shoes at Duquesne,
Yeah.
where they
Yeah.
feel like they're on top of the world. They kind
Uh,
of maybe feel like the NIL is just going to come right in, but they
right.
are not at one of those, Power
Right.
Five
Right.
schools.
Yeah.
What would you say
I
to
would
them?
say, yeah, I would say I wish I did this earlier. Like I really do, but just like create content, bro. Like it doesn't have to be anything special, anything with like super high quality or anything like that. Like just post, like it doesn't have to necessarily like what I just talked about, it doesn't necessarily have to be basketball content all the time, but if you think like, oh, this might help someone perform better, this might help someone in their life through basketball, through life, through anything, like post about that because people want to see. If you're scrolling on your feed and you see like 5 tips to help you, whatever, if you see that kind of stuff, like you're gonna want to watch that.
Mhm.
So I would say for an incoming freshman or someone who's trying to at least build their brand, like you gotta start somewhere, and that's just by posting something that you're passionate about too. So that could be food, that could just be if you're super passionate about basketball, bro, post like still post about that. Post TikToks, post relatable content that you think is funny or whatever. Like
Yeah.
you'll be surprised. That goes a long way for making money, getting with brands, and just growing your personal brand. So at the end of the day, NIL, like that's that's your name. So if you're growing your name,
Mhm.
all that's like your name and your image, the likeness, the brands, all that stuff is just gonna flow. So
Absolutely. Well, Devin, you've clearly done a great job with that. I mean, even, talking to Joel today, he was
mhm,
very like, I
yeah,
see this on your Instagram, like you're
right.
living this lifestyle. Have you gotten like positive feedback from like other athletes or maybe even like younger athletes on
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram?
Tons of I don't want to say like fans, but tons of people that have seen my content, see the way I move and operate on social media and the lifestyle choices that I'm posting about. And yeah, like when I hear people say like, man, like I've tried eating this and I feel like amazing, or I've implemented, moving more, or I used your strategy from this video, like I feel way better. And like seeing those DMs or seeing like people reach out and like saying those positive things is just like, man, like okay, I'm I'm making a difference in at least a couple people's lives. Like that's for me, like that feels so good because I know I'm making a change like in someone else's life. It's not just my life.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard, like because I'll be posting content and I might just like, oh, I want this video to go viral. I want to get the views. Like
Mhm.
I need the views or whatever. But at the same time, whenever I see people responding and saying, man, this helped me so much, or thank you for this, I'm going to use this in my routine, or now I'm going to implement this in my life, it's just like, wow, like, okay, I'm really doing something here. I'm helping somebody else. I'm being a service to someone else. And that makes me feel good, man. Like it goes back to God and just, you know, it's more about, not necessarily taking care of yourself, but trying to help other people too. So that's kind of what I'm doing it now, but I want to take that to another level and truly, help others see how I can be a service. So
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like obviously you're an athlete, so
mm,
like you probably inspire a ton of athletes out there, but um I think you mentioned it earlier, like you also realize like, hey, I've got a big life and like personality outside of just being a basketball
yeah,
player.
right.
And being able to inspire others to, showcase that as well.
Mm,
It's got to be pretty cool
yeah,
as
that
well.
goes into the identity crisis sometimes of athletes just like solely putting all their energy and time into just their sport, like almost that like nothing else matters. Like I'm just which like don't get me wrong, that's amazing. Like that's like you should be chasing your goals. If you're trying to go to the league, if you're trying to like go like play pro or whatever, like while I'm in college, I'm dialed in with basketball. Like that is my number one priority. But at the same time, I know that the ball is gonna stop bouncing, and after school or after college is over or overseas career, anything like that, like there's a time where I'm gonna have to be, either working or doing something outside of basketball. So it's like you got to find passion for other things outside of your sport. Like that is so important.
Mhm.
Um, and that could be like little hobbies. It could just be. It doesn't have to be something like crazy, or like big and like dreamy. Like just something that you're passionate about, and kind of roll with that. Like play around, see if you're interested in numbers, whatever it might be. Just something outside of basketball. If you could focus on that a little bit too, and kind of like have a good balance. Like if you're solely focused on your sport and you're not focusing on other aspects of your life, like hanging out with friends or doing something, outside of your sport, like you're gonna get drained, bro. Like
You burn
I
out.
got burnt out so much. Like the first, I would say 2 to 3 years in college of just like all I know is basketball. All I know is waking up, going to the gym, putting up shots, um, going to practice, playing in games. Like that's it. It's basketball, basketball, basketball. And then once I've like figured out, oh, I'm passionate about other stuff too. Like basketball isn't, or your sport isn't the end all be all. So you're not like your sport doesn't define you. Everyone talks about your sport does not define you at
Yeah.
all. Like if you think it defines you, you gotta switch your mindset around. You have to, because that shit will drain you. Like it drained me. I know it drains other athletes when you're just all you think about is basketball. You go to school or whatever sport you're in. You go to school, you go to class or whatever, you go into practice, and you're repeating that all the time throughout the school year. So it's like it is hard to not just think about your sport, but if you can in the off season and downtime, like tap into other things, read a book, like listen to a podcast, do something
Mhm.
that's not related to your sport so that you have passions for other things that later on in life you can tap into and then pursue. Um, I would also say take advantage of the sport you're in now. So you're getting a free education. If you're not, it's fine. Still take advantage of the lessons you're going to learn, the people you meet, the relationships you build with the transfer portal. Like
Mhm.
even me just transferring from my previous school, Duquesne to Denver, like the people I've met along that path, the new coaches, new academic advisors, just friends, students, athletes from other sports, like that just goes a long way. You're gonna grow your connections. You're gonna be more personable because you're gonna be meeting new people. Like there's a lot it's a lot more than just the game. Like there's a lot more than just your sport. So
Well, kind of to wrap up, like I'm sure a lot of people, see your name or think Devin Carney, Denver basketball player.
mhm.
Um, that identity aside, what do you want people to know about you, man?
Yeah, I would say just like I'm a normal dude. Like I'm cool. Like if you want to hang out, if you want to do whatever, like I'm open to anything. Like recently kind of tapped into running a little bit. Like and that's just goes back to like hobbies that you got to do outside of your sport. So like I picked up running, getting outside more, going on hikes, being more social, like getting out, having true like social connection with other people outside of your like athlete circle. Like
Hmm.
if you're so like it's so hard because as athletes we're with our teammates all the time in the locker room, in the away games, hotels, you're always with them. So, breaking off and going into, hanging out with some like normal regular student or, someone you meet, is great. It's a great way to just build communication skills, just being a normal person. Because after or after your sport is done, like you're not gonna have those teammates. You're still gonna have those teammates and those relationships, which is amazing. Like I want to keep those relationships forever, but you're gonna have to learn how to talk to people that haven't played and that are not, so derived in sports and things like that. So just I would say broadening, your connections, your outreach, the people you're with a lot. But to go back to like hobbies or things I want people to know about me outside of basketball, like funny guy. But yeah, man, like passionate about health, man, like super passionate about it, taking care of my body, training, doing stuff outside of, like I said, man, outside of hoops. So
Yeah, you mentioned maybe ultra
Yeah.
marathon at
Oh
some point.
yeah.
So
After college is done, I'm getting into the marathon scene for sure. Like I haven't ran a half marathon yet, full marathon. So gotta start with the half marathon. Um, gonna work my way to the obviously the marathon, and then from there, man, I'm gonna tap into a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. I'm gonna get into
yeah,
biking.
little Ironman action.
Yeah, maybe a little Ironman, man. Some swimming. Like I want to do it all. Like,
Yeah,
and that's the thing about like when you're healthy, you can do it all. Like, you don't gotta be worrying about, oh, am I gonna recover? Is this gonna, you know, you're gonna be good. Like, you can push your body to the limits, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take care of my body, push it to the limits while taking care of it. So at the end of the day, like whenever I have kids and a family, like I want to be able to play my kid one on one.
mhm,
Like I want to go hard. I want to bust his ass. Like give him buck, give him work.
yeah.
Um,
Want to inspire him
yeah,
too.
inspire him, all that stuff. Like, and I want him to be able to come to me like, hey, like, Dad, can we work out or can we, do some, like, if it's a physical activity, like, I'm gonna be able to do it. I want to teach him how to lift, how to run, how to move your body in an athletic way. So that's why the stuff I'm doing now at 20 years old, 22 years old in my 20s, I know it's gonna translate later. So that's another big reason why I'm trying to live this healthy way or trying to train hard, train with intensity because I know when I'm older, like I don't want to be having those aches, those pains, those, I don't want to have a dad bod either, but
Yeah.
I want to be able to move and be with my kids. Um,
Want to have
and
a ability.
yeah,
Like,
have the ability to do all this stuff. All the stuff that I'm doing now, I want to be able to do that 10, 15 years. Like
yeah.
hands down, no doubt. And I know I'm going to be able to do that. I know it. So,
Well, you're definitely on the right path. It's
yeah,
been super cool to see everything that you've gone through today.
no, definitely.
As an athlete here, and
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
No, for sure, man. I appreciate you, coming out,
Yeah,
getting the
dog.
content out there. Like with the camera, yeah, you got it, bro. You
Hey,
definitely
man,
got it.
appreciate it.
The shots were amazing, bro. The range shots, running, the basketball workout was top notch. I mean, you were there every angle. So that was great. And yeah, all the little B rolls, I think you're gonna turn out pretty good, man.
Hell
So
yeah, I'm stoked.
it's gonna be
Sweet.
gonna be dope, man. For
Hell
sure.
yeah. Athletes, if you want to share your story like Devin did today and completely change the trajectory of your NIL, tap the link below and we'll connect you with a team of creatives that is right for your vision. Businesses, we are here for you too. Learn how we have helped large and small scale brands, gyms, and coaches grow their online presence and scale their business online. And lastly, creatives, videographers, photographers, graphic designers, website builders, whatever it is that you do, we have a spot here for you at Iron Frame. Thank you for watching an Iron Frame Collective production. Your NIL, your way. Lastly, it helps us out so much if you could just drop a like. If you want to see more of our content, if you can hit that subscribe button, share this with one of your fellow athletes or teammates if you think they'll get something out of this. So I'll let you go. Thanks.